Hello friends, you are welcome again the listening empire. Any human beings in this world, he will be in one of these three stages of their life, which are aspire, success, and failure stages. And these three stages will keep repeating. Aspire stage is when we are on the way to achieving something. The success stage means what we had wanted, have achieved. And failure stage means we fail to reach from aspire to success. The one thing that is always available in all three stages is our ego. And this ego is our biggest enemy. Like anger and laugh saw on the person's face. In the same way, the ego is also seen in the behavior of the person. Those who become world famous for their work till now. See them. They are confident, but never egoistic. Much difference between confidence and ego. That I listen from Shiv Khera. That, confidence without humility brings arrogance. Means self-belief without humility is arrogance or ego. But the good thing is we can control this ego by some technique, by which it does not come in our way, and we can achieve what we want. Aspire. Stage number 1 is aspire. This is the stage when we want to achieve some big and better goal. Like someone preparing for a government exam. And someone making clips for their audition. And someone is preparing their business plan. This starting point is very tough. Because at the start of any work, we are excited and a little nervous also. But when we start talking about big things to hide the nervousness, is our weak point. Talking about big things is easy. Because instead of actual work, and only by talking about big things, with little effort, we can get people's attention and appreciation. But without doing real work, only by talking, and getting appreciation from people is our ego. Anybody can talk. Even a mad can also talk on any topic for hours. But in today's world, the rare is silence. By speaking more and thinking more, your energy gets destroyed. And you can't start the work due to energy destroyed at the start. And by the way, by thinking more, your ego makes an imaginary audience. By which you think that other people only see you and think about you only. But in reality, it's not happening. The author has given the example that a teenager misses his class for a week. Because some days before juice fell on his school pant in his canteen. And he didn't go to school due to shame. Because his ego made an imaginary audience. That everyone in school would only be thinking and talking about him. But in reality, nobody remembered that incident. So remember that people don't think about you as much as you think. A word is euthymia. It means moving forward on your path without getting distracted by external things. Today's social media apps and breaking news has destroyed people's attention span and ability to focus on the work. Founder of Ford Company, Henry Ford, told that your reputation is built on the basis of what you have done, not on what you're going to do. By the way, talent is only the starting point. You may have seen that. Many people, instead of talented, they are not able to build many things with that talent. Because their ego tries to stop them by scare off. Steve Jobs said, people don't know what they want until you show it to them. Your talent is also like a product. Until you do not represent, people don't know that they want this. Many of us are on the aspire stage. For controlling our ego, the most important thing is to focus and improve our work. Basketball player Bill Bradley remembered this always that if you are not practicing, someone is practicing somewhere. And when you will meet him, he will win. So no matter how talented you are, if you want to move forward, then learn to control your ego on the aspire stage by these two methods. Number 1, always become a student and learn something. Number 2, by thinking less and by taking more action, improve your crafts by continuous practice. Success. The second is the success stage. When we control our ego on the aspire stage and focus on our work, then definitely we will get success. Like we get strong after getting success. In the same way, ego is also strong. So it will try to push you back in some different ways. After getting success, many distractions will come. Interviews, award function, reporters, parties. These distractions will try to get you back from your actual work. And that your ego like. Because you will get public appreciation. But remember the things due to which you are able to see these all. Because that is your actual value. By getting far from your core values and your work, what the result will come. That you can learn from Vijay Mallya. World famous warrior and Mongol emperor, Genghis Khan used to tell to his son, if you can't swallow your pride, you can't lead. They told, either it is the tallest mountain in the world, the animal living there, when he stands on its top, then that animal will taller than that mountain. Like getting success is hard, in the same way, to stay there is also hard. So we should keep our identity small. and try to learn and improve by being a student. The author says that, when it is asked by any company or entrepreneur, that, "What are you going to do?" Then they say, they are going to change the world. Why is right. But in actuality, the companies who change the world, that companies start with their core values and detailed execution. Like YouTube was not made for replacing T.V but for sharing funny clips. But the growth is not only due to their vision, by keeping their identity small, and by small detailed improvements, has made them the #1 video sharing company in the world. No doubt, you think big. But to get that, execute that by taking small and detailed steps, that your dream converts to reality. The meaning of keeping identity small is not to represent yourself as exaggerated. If you are a receptionist in any company, and if someone asks, then tell them receptionist instead of saying administrative support officer. By which you will learn from others by living grounded and polite, and can improve your work more. Zen philosopher Zuigan used to tell himself that, "Master, stay a sofer, and don't get distracted by your popularity and worth. The things for which you are known, keep doing those things." Ryan Holiday says the real successful people live a modest life, live in a normal house, and wear simple clothes. This does not mean that they don't know to live a luxurious life. But for simplicity, they give more importance to his core values and standards. Muhammad Ali used to tell, "When you will become great like me, then it is very difficult to be humble." Because he believed that self-awareness and humility are rarer than confidence, skill and talent in today's world. So when you get success, then be humble to keep that. And instead of singing your own story in a dream, do your work. Because after getting success, events, cameras and spotlights attract more. And get far from the core work. Failure. The last part of this book is a failure. Failing in any work is normal. We may fail instead of controlling our ego. But what we do in that failure time is most important. A boy named Detroit Red gave pulses in jail. Because he has been blamed for the theft, smuggling, drugs, murderer's hoax, and murder. He was not afraid to kill anyone, nor of dying himself. He had also a gang, who used to do all these works. When he pulses to jail, then instead of sitting like other prisoners, start learning in jail. Because whatever he do there, he was unable to escape. So he did what was possible. He read many books on religious history and philosophy in the jail library. He also started to write dictionaries on his hand cover to cover, from which he learned many words. And until he was in jail, he learned something in his free time. Due to using this time effectively, later that boy became an American minister and social activist, to whom people know by the name Malcolm X, who fight for many human rights in America. The author of The 48 Laws of Power, Robert Greene, says this incident is alive time, dead time. Two types of time in our life. Alive time and dead time. Alive time is when you learn, or you utilize your every second for good work. Or dead time is when you blame others, and without doing anything keep sighted relying on luck. Malcolm X made every second of his jail to alive time by reading books. When reporters asked him about his college, then he told the jail was his college. Because his transformation is done from there. This way we also have two choices always. Which time do we want to choose? Alive time or dead time? Standing in a waiting line is a dead time. But listening to audiobooks, doing some calls, or writing notes, is an alive time. If you are failing again and again, then make your time as alive time. And keep trying, you will succeed. Because Ryan Holiday believes that. Some players are like that. After giving his best performance, don't wait for appreciation. Because they know, it did not come from playing in the stadium, it came from practicing alone instead of thinking about appreciation. Ryan Holiday relates training with sweeping. Just by sweeping the floor once, it does not get clean forever. Everyday dirt will come on it. So we have to sweep every day to stay clean. And the same thing is with your talent. Nothing will happen by practicing once. You have to clean like a sweeper every day to shine that talent. You have to shine your talent by practicing. Otherwise, it will rust. Ego is the Enemy is a very good book. That should be read to leaders, athletes, entrepreneurs, designers, and all those who want to move forward from others in this 21st century. Thank you.